No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Let's go! Jack 16.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
On second down, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And they'll run it here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony. But, boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball. Different guys want attention. And then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all that optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of the team into winning a game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Got him in. It's Bashaud Perriman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throw inside to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Second down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got him there. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 43 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Christian Kirksey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Hey. You got three. Three down. Double.
Again, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey. Jack 16.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Mayfield steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
23 yards on the play. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it with Bell, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Detroit! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hand.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And the throw up, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Jack 16.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards on the play.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. That's complete. It's Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Again to Bell. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now good hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Mayfield to throw it. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
The give is to Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, and
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Switzer now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First down, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that is incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it with Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing. Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Leopard! No, check! Patriot!
Mayfield. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gone!
Now Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go now.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so